Members, today I rise in memory of a good friend from the city of Delano. That's Hubert Rabanal. Hubert was born in Oahu, Hawaii on November 3rd, 1958. His parents, Silverio and Simplicia Rabanal, moved their family to Delano, California when Hubert was only 2 years old. And Delano is where Hubert would build his lasting legacy. He was an all-star basketball player at Delano High School, and he went on to play for Porterville College and CSU Bakersfield's men's basketball teams. In 1979, he was invited by the Philippine government to travel to the Philippines and play with some of the greatest players of the Philippine Basketball Association and to represent Delano and its Filipino community. That same year, he married the love of his life, Janet, and the two began a wonderful life together. It was clear to everyone how deep their love was for each other, and they shared their love with their son Zachary and daughter Taylor. Hubert worked hard to provide for his family, working his way from a part-time teller at Gibraltar Savings and Loan to eventually become the vice president of the local office in just a few years. In 1994, Hubert began his career of public service with the city of Delano and later with the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. In 1997, Hubert transferred to North Kern State Prison, where he remained until his retirement and built everlasting bonds with his colleagues. If you ever needed to find Hubert, odds were that he was working at any one of the dozens local events and programs he served in Delano. He was president of the Greater Delano Area Youth Foundation, a member of the Delano Parks and Recreation Commission Board, a manager and coach for the Delano Little League baseball teams, a lifetime member of the Delano Harvest Holidays Committee, and an auditor and a member of the Filipino community of Delano. In 1999, he was honored as a Philippine Weekend Grand Marshal for the first Philippine Weekend Tournament champion basketball team, the Black Magic. He was president of the Delano Chamber of Commerce, director of the Delano Philippine Weekend Committee, an incredible active member of St. Mary of the Miraculous Medal Catholic Church, and he served on the Delano Union Elementary School Board of Trustees for 17 years. You know, this is just to name a few of the things he's done. He was honored as the 2018 Philippine Weekend Grand Marshal along with his wife Janet, and he received the 2002 Delano Chamber of Commerce Man of the Year Award, as well as in 2012, the Filipino Community of Delano Man of the Year Award. If you didn't see Hubert at any one of these spots, you could find him easily by just listening for his laugh. He loved to tell jokes, pull pranks, and make his nieces and nephews giggle. His other love was travel, especially to Disneyland, his favorite place to be with his family. You know, Hubert passed on December 17th, 2021 at home surrounded by his family. His memory will be cherished by Janet, his wife of 42 years, his son Zachary, his daughter Taylor, his mother Simplicia Rabanal, his brother Jesse Rabanal, his sisters Darlene Wharton and Millie Dart, along with his nephews, nieces, great-nephews and nieces, cousins, and lifelong friends. Members, I can tell you, Hubert was a personal friend. He was somebody, when I first started my political career, was not only just incredibly helpful in making sure that I connected with everybody, but he was one of these gentlemen that genuinely had a good heart for the community, wanted to do what was right. And, and he loved, he was just a joy to be around because he loved to not only pull pranks and make everybody laugh, but he went out of his way to make you feel special. And I think that's why so many people in the community were so saddened to hear of his loss, and we will forever be indebted to not only his service to our local community, but just the way he made people feel. And with that, I respectfully ask this body to adjourn in his memory.